Hi, you guys. Welcome to my channel, Life Speaking Food. Good food for every soul and a word for every heart. You guys, guess what we're going to do today? Well, first, we're going to make some homemade mayo. And I think it's important that people know a little bit about what they're putting on their sandwiches. And when you make your own homemade mayo, you know what you're putting in it. All the stuff that's down the aisle has a lot of preservatives in it. So we're going to be making our own homemade mayo today. It's very simple. You may have to purchase some tools down the line if you're interested in getting it. And it's not a lot of ingredients, and you'll see as we get everything going. So here's the pros to having your own mayo. First of all, no preservatives. Very simple method. Anyone can do it. Also, the cons against it, it doesn't last as long as mail down the aisle. So it's like a 2 week, it'll last for about 2 weeks. And you can tell when it goes bad because it'll have like a odor to it. It'll begin to separate, or the color will change. It'll get lumpy, or it may even taste bad. But the good thing is you don't have to make a huge container, especially if you're going to be making things like putting mayo in your chicken salad, on your sandwich. So I sell chicken salads, all different kinds. I do a buffalo, I do a grandma old fashioned, I do a pecan cashew, and on and on and on and on. But I always use my own homemade mayo. And we're going to be doing some mayo today. We will not be doing too much cooking at all. But what I want to share with you guys is also how to purchase good quality frying pans, saute pans. It is so important so you get what you pay for, right? So what I got here, these are called all class saute pans. This one's pretty big though, but this here has a good quality. It's called all clad. And you guys will see how things work with this. It's very important to take care of all the things that you cook with. So in between these, I always put something so it doesn't scratch each other up. And I also make sure that I clean it out inside and out in between each use. So I also clean back here as well. So you should really invest in these. They have two different kinds out. And this is one of my favorite ones because first of all, it's heavy, and also it's a non-stick. So you definitely want to make sure that you're using non-stick utensils when you're using this. I'm going to give you an example of how food comes out in here. And one of my favorite things I love to cook in here is eggs. I also like to cook salmon. And this also can go in your oven as long as the oven is not greater than 500. And who's cooking something in the oven greater than 500? Okay, you guys, my pan is heating up here. So I had my eggs sitting out for room temperature. And you have to make sure when you cooking your eggs, just make sure you're beating them very well until they become one, that you don't see any separation. It's very important, okay? So just make sure you get your eggs mixed really well. And we don't have to have butter for this, but I'm adding a little butter for flavor. So a lot of people say you can tell when this is hot. Some people will drop like a little drop of water. And if you see it just sizzle away, you know it's ready, okay? I just love this. So let's just put a drop of water on here so you guys can see. You see that? How it's dissipating, it's just moving away. So I'm gonna drop butter in there. Now, so you want to get the butter moved around a little bit And like I said, it's just for flavor. I just want to show you guys how awesome this is. All the eggs in there. Now, some people like their eggs scrambled hard. I don't. I like mine scrambled easy. So watch this. See how that's just sitting around like that? Moving around. Look at that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Do those Walmart pans do that? So we're gonna go ahead and plate this now. Yep, that's right, you guys. I do not like my eggs well done. Scrambled easy. These pans are awesome. So you guys stay tuned for just a little plating. So this is a great investment, and you guys can see it on there. I don't know, I'll try and bring it close. It's called All Clad. Y'all see that? So I want to share that with you guys because when you cook things, you want your food to come out good, and you wonder, why is it at the restaurant I cook it at home and it don't come out right? Well, half the time people don't follow the directions, and the other time they have very inexpensive, very cheap skillets and pots and pans and things of that nature. Don't buy any of that stuff at Walmart. It is so cheesy. So you can order these online. So I have about 4 of them now. So it's very important. The better quality, the better the outcome of the food. And that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. So I have another size here too. And what you want to do with this is you also want to make sure that when you start to cook, make sure your food that you're cooking is like room temperature. You also want to make sure that this gets hot before you put your food in there. So that is also important, okay? I always cook things like on a medium to a medium high. And you can do a saute on here really high also. Just make sure you have the proper utensils so you don't scratch. Use those silicone. And you'll see me use that. I have this favorite little thing that I use all the time. So that is what we're doing today, you guys. We're going to do some mayo. And then I'm going to show you how I cook eggs in this small one here. So y'all ready to go and get started? Okay, you guys, this is all the things that I need for my mayo. So I have some apple cider vinegar, 2 egg yolks. I have some blended oil. I have some dry mustard and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And this is what we're going to put the yolks and everything in to make the mayo. Make sure you just have a really deep dish when you get ready to make the mayo so it doesn't splatter all over. And then afterwards, we will place it in this jar here, okay? So let's get started with that. So first we're going to put our yolks in here. That's the first thing we're going to do, because we got to get those at the bottom, okay? The next thing we're going to put the vinegar. Then we're going to put our seasonings. And lastly, we're going to put our oil. And you see how that is resting at the bottom. So to turn this blender on, you have to hold both of these buttons down. So let's put that in there like that. Let's get it all the way down to the bottom. Now, here we go. For 2 seconds, we're gonna hold it to the egg yolks. We're gonna bring it up and down. Don't ever bring it totally out or you'll splatter it everywhere. These things are awesome. I make so many things with this. It is coming along, you guys. We're making our own mayo. You see the body on there? Look at it. It looks good. Look. I know you guys probably can't hear me. I'm just talking. Okay. Look at that. That is our mayo. It's that simple. It's not hard to make. So we're going to get this into our jar and we will go from there. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to tune in to what I'm doing. And I so greatly appreciate it. Well, that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed today, the education that I informed you with, and try making your own mayo. It's really simple. You like it. It's better for you. But don't forget to also subscribe and like to Lyfespeaking Food. Good food for every soul and a word for every heart. Stay tuned for some pictures, and if it's God's will, I'll see you again next time. Bye. I am moved by your presence. I'm wrapped in your intelligence. I'm captured by your movement. I'm in tune to your majestic flow. It sways me and I overflow.